Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer, every week on a Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This is week 314 and the theme this time is Spotted Demon. This includes the individual clues of Behorned for your helm, Tooth and Nail for your hands, Leaping Leopards for your legs, and Allergan Attack for your earring slot. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. So let's get to that 100 score. For the 100 score, I personally went for the succubus horns. This is probably the easier out of the options here because it is one of the cheapest, at 24,000 MGP to actually purchase. Of course, there are other horns that would work, most notably the Arc Demon horns will also work from the Gold Saucer as well, which will cost you 100,000 MGP, so a lot more expensive. The Archaeo Demon horns, which are a good option if you do Eureka Pyros and you've opened the spoils there, that's where you can get those over market board. Or of course the Catobalpus horns, which are exclusive to wolf marks and PvP. 20,000 wolf marks in total will be needed for those. But yeah, obviously the cheapest and most accessible is the succubus horns for 24,000 MGP. For the hands then, I personally went for the Cattle wrist gloves. The tribal quest for the Ixali would actually require you to equip these gloves and have them on for you to actually craft a lot of the items there. You wouldn't be able to actually finish the crafts without actually having these equipped. You can get these back, of course, from the Ixali themselves, and of course you can unlock them through the quest reaching for Cloud 9, which unlocks them obviously in Fall Guard Float. I think that's the name of the zone. Another alternative is the Claws of the Beast, however that will cost you 30,000 MGP from the Gold Saucer, so of course we're already eating into our earnings if we do get these, but they are used quite a bit and they are a great piece of glamour. Another great alternative if you have access to it is the false nails. I know a bunch of people got these for glamour reasons, so you might have these lying around. These are from the original Ananta tribe in Stormblood. Those will work for gold rating as well if you equip those. For our legs then, you've got a choice of 3 sets of legs, to be perfectly honest. I went for the Militia Subligar. This is because it was a crafted leatherworker recipe. You could of course get this on the market board. Alternatives include the Militia Trousers, those will also work, which are a weaver recipe, and the Sentinel's Trousers, which is actually a drop from Desmiel Darkhold dungeon, or of course from the market board as well. They're also tradable. Any of those will work. And then finally for our earring, basically I went for any platinum earring, so the platinum earrings of slaying or whatever it might be. These are easily crafted with Goldsmith. Of course you can get these from the market board as well from other players crafting them. Alternatives to this include items that drop in Sorkai and Hullbreaker Isle Hard, which is the Berserker earrings, Viking earrings, Wranglers, Panegyris and Prophet's earrings. Those will all supposedly work because they share the same model from Sorkai or Hullbreaker Isle Hard, but of course the platinum earrings probably more accessible to more people because they're crafted. But if you are on a free trial, you could of course do those dungeons to get the earrings of your choice and not have to deal with a market board. And that's the 100 score, not too bad. Let's move on to the dies then. So we have Wine Red on any weapon in the game, Raptor Blue on any helm in the game, we got Wine Red again on any chest in the game, Regal Purple on any gloves in the game. We've got Jet Black, sadly, on any legs in the game, and another Wine Red on our feet. So not too bad. Make sure something is equipped in every slot, and obviously you'll get the 80 guaranteed from the dies alone. But of course, Wine Red, quite easily accessible. It's a crafted, die. You can of course get this from a market board if you'd rather. Raptor Blue, again, Amalja, not too difficult to obtain, and Regal Purple, pretty easy to get. The only thing that's obviously a problem there is the Jet Black. But bearing that information in tow, there are obviously a few ways we can do this. The most notable way is to combine any 2 items from that 100. So as you can see here, just on this demonstration, we've got the Succubus Horns, which of course, like I said earlier, will cost you 24,000 MGP from the Gold Saucer. and we've combined that with the cattle wrist gloves, which are of course part of the Ixali tribal quest, which you can unlock over in Full Guard Float if you're looking for the nearest teleport over there for that tribal quest setup from the Ixali vendor for 145 gil. Both of those items equipped will get you 80 guaranteed. Of course, you get a little bit extra pointage than that, but that's a great option. Another great option would be to obviously combine dyes with items. So what we can do is we can get 2 of the wine red dyes, and we can dye our chest piece, any chest piece in the game, and any feet in the game wine red. Wine red, just as a refresher, is a crafted dye. You can of course get this from a market board if you'd want to, but you can craft it very easily, and then combine that with the cattle wrist gloves. That will work perfectly fine. As you can see, we've got way over 80 score there. Another way of doing it, obviously we can do exactly the same thing, but we can use any other item from that 100. This includes things like the succubus horns, which again is 24,000 MGP. It's a really good option, quite honestly. The wine red dye, very easy to access for obviously dye any chest in the game, any feet in the game, and then you know, take your pick. You could of course use like the militia subligar if you wanted to, or whatever, or the earrings. But yeah, there's lots of ways of getting it, and it should be fairly accessible even to free trial players once again this week, and hopefully that helped. If it did help, leave a like. I always appreciate seeing people leave positive reactions, and it helps my videos. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be a link in the description, of course, to the Reddit thread where this is obviously theorized each and every week. Go give that some love. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.